Hello guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to my project. Sorry I haven't uploaded in a while. I've had exams these past few weeks. Uh, my next exam is in quite a while, so I just wanted to show you my progress. So this is what I've come up with so far. I've created a rough mock-up of the skeleton of the fuselage. I've finished the rudder actually. I finished the rudder skeleton, and the elevators I haven't finished, but I'd say I'll be done with the fuselage in about a week or so. Not really a week, but a week because of time constraints. So this is what I've come up with, the fuselage. You may remember from the last video, well, I didn't talk about it, but I had this back I did separately before I did the front. So I was running on a different idea of using interlocking pieces like this, quite beefy ones because I didn't want to make a lot of them, to create the fuselage, though I changed my mind to switch to this system. So I think I'll keep this system. If I print it and it doesn't come out the way I want it to, I'll just redo it later. So these are quite beefy pieces so that there are less of them. There are more of these ones so they don't have to be beefy. And I did make some of the rings and the interlock and the pieces to be thicker than others in order to survive more strengths, to survive greater forces. Like these ring pieces closer to the center of the fuselage, which are to help with bending. Because this part of the aircraft might have to go through some very tough contact if I land the plane roughly. Because the front nose, the landing gear on the front nose might push into it. It's also designed to take the weight of the front landing gear, which might weigh a lot more. I'm gonna make custom landing gear mechanisms. I'll 3D print them because landing gears are quite expensive, and I'm not very good at metal work because they will require metal work with the metal landing gears. But we'll see how the plastic ones go. If the plastic ones go terrible, when I say plastic, I mean to 3D printing. I'm referring to 3D printing. If those don't go as well, I'll just have to stick with the metal. This is the tray that the battery will be on. The electronics will go underneath here. At least that's the plan. The back landing gear bay. I haven't designed the wings yet, but this area will have a cage for the, what's it called? The door. Yes, the door for the fuselage to access it. I'm planning on using two 8-cell batteries with a 120 amp ECS or motor controller, which is quite beefy, quite a lot of power. This is because I think this aircraft will be quite heavy, so I'll need some powerful engines. I'm thinking of creating custom EDFs. Thinking of creating custom EDF for the engines, 120 millimeters. How I'm going to design the engines is I'm going to create a copy of the Pratt & Whitney engines used on the 767-200 ER, and gonna model the fan blades, get a motor, design a case for it, and stick it in here. make it 120 millimeters and see if that works. If that doesn't, I'll have to raise money and buy EDFs, uh, especially the ones that I want, because I'm looking for something with quality. Um, I've been kind of told to against using it because 3D printing doesn't come out smooth, and but we'll find a way. We'll find a way. This will have reverse thrusters. Some landing gears will have reverse thrusters, so there's still quite a lot of work to go to. Okay, let me go back to this. I want to talk a bit more of some design reasoning. So as I mentioned, these back parts are beefier than the front parts because there are less of them. If they don't connect well, we'll have to find a way to this engineering. So engineers solve problems, we'll find a way. These are thinner. These connecting pieces are beefier to survive drag forces, because while the plane is in flight, the drag will be moving towards the aircraft, pushing against it, so it'll be more strain on these interlocking pieces over here. And then these straight pieces, I think I'll make them thicker in the future. And these pieces, they might be susceptible to bending because of G-forces, as well as the tail end as well. Especially when you're doing high maneuvers, moving quite quickly, it might put a lot of strain on them or have a rough landing as well, which is also why these pieces are made with a lot of columns, and thicker discs to survive those forces. There's still quite a lot of work. The electronics will be based in the center of the aircraft, the center going forward. The back end will just have the elevators and ailerons, pitch control, horizontal control. Then you've got the wings will be where I'll put the ESCs, the motor controllers, because those things will get hot. I will create a vent in the wings so that air is blown onto the ESCs to stop them from overheating. The nose cone, I'm just going to 3D print it. I think it'll be much easier. I've created these ring-like things that connect to these braces to push against, and then for alignment, to keep it aligned, I've got this tube, piston-like tube thing that will go in. This upline is to tell which way is up. Yeah, so it's quite a big project. It's roughly 2.3 meters long. Actually never checked how long it will be with those massive. The reason it's so big is because of the decision to go with 120 millimeter EDFs and the way that scales up the model. So let's see. Yeah, 142 centimeters or 2.42 meters. And let me check the wingspan. If I do this, I should be able to get the wingspan. Wingspan will be roughly 2.4 meters again. Roughly. But we'll see what this project holds. The goal is to have this airworthy by April, at most April or January. I'm gonna start 3D printing in next month in December. So still got quite a lot of work to do. I'm going to finish the fuselage, then finish the elevators, then go on to the landing gear, then the wings. No, the fuselage, landing gear, elevators, then the wings. And then after the wings, the engines. If this project doesn't go well, at least if the aircraft does not fly, I'll just hang the model up as a model to decorate my ceiling roof. The livery, if you've guessed by the thumbnail, I didn't quite mention it, clearly mention it in the last video, but I quite hinted at it quite obviously. But the livery will be in Air Zimbabwe, retro Air Zimbabwe livery. Yeah. Thank you for watching my video. I know it was not as high quality as my other videos, but we will see you guys next video, hopefully in 2 weeks.